All right, here is a little bit of a tweet from Darren Dreger talking about the NHL and supposed rule changes. After 3 years of discussions, it appears the NHL will amend the offside rule. Skate in the air or breaking the plane is expected to be part of the change. So what does that mean? First off, let's search up the definition of amend. That means make minor changes in a text in order to make it fairer, more accurate, or more up to date. So they're changing the offside rule. And it looks like a skate being in the air or breaking the plane is going to be part of that change. What exactly does that mean? Well, pretty much, if I could try to verbally describe this to you, your skate being in the air can still be onside. And we'll get into a little video review later in the video as to how that can actually work. But here is a comment from Reddit that describes what exactly this means. Let's read this. This is from a user named Smozoma. This is how things are today. In an offside video review, you can remain onside if your skate is touching the ice on or before the blue line. It sounds like the change they're going to make is going to say that as long as your skate is over the blue line, you will be considered onside. So cases where a guy is in mid-stride will no longer be offside, whereas in the past, guys would drag their skates on the ice to stay onside. Then, the difficulty in review would be deciding if the skate blade was actually touching the ice or not. That is how things would usually be. But now, taking a look at it, let's go over to our video review to try to actually explain what this means and how this can affect the game going forward. Alright, so here we are in practice mode, and it's been a long time since I've actually done a live video game commentary, but we have an Elias Pettersson here who is skating into the zone. Now, normally, what we have in the today's NHL, the current NHL setup, in order to be onside, your skate blade needs to be touching the ground on or before the blue line. That's how you remain onside. So a situation like this, Pettersson is onside, he's onside, he's onside, then right when the blade is over and the point of contact is on the white ice after the blue line, let's see if we can line that up right here. The point of contact is about right here, where this yellow circle is. This is technically offside, because he's on the white ice, there is no part of him that is touching the ice that is on the blue ice or before the blue ice over here. With the new offside rules, though, what we are proposing, and what seems to be the issue here, is that skates in the air still can count as onside. So under the old rules, this right here would be offside, because Elias Pettersson's primary point of contact with the ice is over here on his left foot. This is making contact with the white ice in the zone, and it's technically offside. But what we're thinking is the changing of the ruling here will add an idea of a plane existing. So instead of the blue ice, the offside line being strictly just on the ice, it will be a three-dimensional plane that goes up, similar to this blue line over here on the boards. The offside plane goes up, which means under this new ruling, it looks like a situation like this, where Pettersson's right foot is over the blue line but not touching it, will remain onside. So that's what it looks like we're going to be getting. Something like this. Imagine if the puck is like still at the blue line or whatever, the puck is like right here or whatever. This is going to be onside because his skate is still within that third-dimensional plane of the blue line going upwards. The best way we can actually measure this is if we had a camera right up here who measures whether or not a player is indeed over the blue line. Because nowadays it doesn't matter if their skate is on the ice. Just because he's over the blue line in 3D means that he is onside, because his skate right there is over the blue line. The second he gets over that blue line and he's no longer on top of it, that is when he will be offside. At least that's what my understanding and the commenters on Reddit understanding proposes. Something like this will barely be just offside. Going over it again like this, right here, this is onside. And that is kind of weird to think about, but I think it's a very, very necessary change in the NHL today, because we have so many stoppages of plays and all that. But it is kind of weird taking a look at it like this and saying, yeah, you know, that's going to be onside now because his skate is over the blue line. But nevertheless, this is what has been reported. That's me trying to make sense of it. Hope you enjoyed this video. So 99, and bye.